show how to quickly and easily make quilt labels. I went to Canva and I found this free template for soap labels. This is an A4 document. If you have Canva Pro, you can adjust it to letter, but I just printed it to fit into a letter document and it worked well. So I just created this template. It says handmade by, and it has a really nice border. I just picked the fonts that I liked, and then I just shared it and exported it, downloaded. In here you will choose PDF best for printing, and once you download it, you're going to print it on your regular printer with the regular settings, and I'm going to show you what paper I used to print that on. So I purchased this HTV Ront fabrics transfer paper, and this is a pack that comes with dark fabrics or light fabrics. So basically this, if you're familiar with the Cricut or any type of crafts, this is heat transfer paper. So that means once you peel it off, you can use an iron and you can attach it to any type of fabric. So what I thought about is, what if I print my quilt labels on these? They come with instructions, and they also come with these non-stick parchment paper, so you can print it, but the instructions are fairly easy, fairly quick to make, so you can basically print anything that you want on this and you can just apply it to a t-shirt. So if we can do that to a t-shirt, why can't I just simply do that with my quilt labels? So once you print it, this is what it would look like. I chose to print it on the dark fabrics transfer paper because some of the backing that I use for my quilts is quilt backs is actually going to be dark. So what you're going to do is simply cut off your labels, use the parchment paper, and iron it on. So let's see how that's going to work out. So I have a rotary cutter. I have two rotary cutters. One is for fabric and one is for everything else. So I'm just going to line up my quilting ruler. I want to get that margin. Yes, let's leave about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. As you can see, my 1/8 of an inch mark is lined up with that, so I'm just going to cut that off. Oh, this paper is very, very smooth to cut. I'm going to mark 1/8 of an inch there. I'm hoping that there's a 1/4 inch in between the labels. I have not measured that. I should have measured it before I cut. Turn it around. I'm probably going to speed up this part of the video. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit congested. I have a cold today, but like everybody else who has a cold, any grown-up, any mom who has a cold, you're just working through it. All right, and let's see, is this a 1/4 inch? Oh, it is perfect. So 1/8 of an inch was good for me. Just measure it with 1/8 of an inch mark and cut. Let's see if we can do this two of them at the same time. I don't know, it's a little risky. I'm probably not going to risk it. Let's see. Line that up, 1/8 of an inch. Right there. This is nerve-wracking. Okay. And then you can just keep these in a little drawer and apply them to all of your projects. And it's a perfect size. Let's see, what size did these come up to? 3 by 2, 3 inches by 2 inches. That's a really good size for quilt labels. And then you're just going to continue cutting this all the way around. I do notice here that this is a little bit crooked, so I'm going to adjust that. An 1/8 of an inch. There we go. And if you really want to get very precise, I like to take a small ruler. This is a Creative Grids, and it's non-slip, and sometimes really, really small rulers come in very handy. What is really easy and fun about this is that you can print on these labels whatever you want. And heat transfer vinyl is usually washable in the washing machine, just like any other printed t-shirt that you have ever washed. 1/8 of an inch. All right. Now, these scraps, you can actually write on them with a Pigma pen, with a marker, and you can cut them and apply them on anything that it would be fabric that you would want to have those on. So I'm going to, save them because you never know. So let's apply them on the quilt now. I'm going to apply this on the bottom corner of my quilt. So moving it up. This is the bottom right corner, left if you're looking at it. And you will peel off the backing. And as you can see, once you peel off the backing, the side that you printed on is very stretchy. All right, I'm going to, since it doesn't have the binding on it, I'm going to give it some room here to sew the binding on. Apply the parchment paper. And just go once real quick. My iron is set pretty high. I like to use it on high. And as you can see, it's already adhered a little bit, and you can actually tell the stitch marks underneath. And I really, really like that. Just go one more time, make sure it melts in. Now the problem with this is that it's a one and done. If you mess it up, you live with that. All right, let's do it again. Remember not to use steam with this. If you have a heat press, just use 320 to 348 degrees or 338. Just follow the instructions on the label. And as you can see, the quilt label is stuck on, and it should last through washes. It has a little bit of elasticity to it. It's also still not cold enough. And now you can attach the binding. Another idea that you can use this paper for is actually to label your child's clothing. So I just printed a whole bunch of names for my son. I will just cut them out and apply them to his clothes when he goes to summer camp or when he goes to school.